Alright lads, today's Monday, October 30th, September 30th. Believe my last, September 30th. Year of our Lord, 2025. This is Sharuum. Some of you have not seen Sharuum at all because you're new viewers. Some of you might remember her. You hardly ever see her because I hardly ever play her. She's an impressive artifact deck. 3 black, blue, white for a 5/5. Yeah, 5/5. It's been a while since I've looked at Sharuum myself, and the glare kind of gets me. Flying. When she comes into play, you may return an artifact card from graveyard to play. Great. So she goes infinite with Disciple of the Vault and Sculpting Steel or Phyrexian Metamorph. How does that work? There it is. There's the Disciple. Now let's find... there's Sculpting. They're right fucking next to each other. I couldn't ask for anything better. Okay. Sharuum comes into play. She's in play. Sculpting Steel is in my graveyard somehow. Somehow I got it there. Fucking glare. Let me turn on the light. Maybe that'll help. Okay. So, there we go. Sculpting Steel, copy Sharuum. Legendary rule triggers. I can only have one copy of Legendary Permanent play, so I sacrifice Sculpting Steel. But the trigger still went on the stack to return an artifact card from my graveyard to play. So I return Sculpting Steel. Comes into play, copy Sharuum, triggers on the stack, sacrifice Sculpting Steel. Goes to the graveyard. Trigger resolves, brings back the Sculpting Steel, copies blah 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 blah. Every single time, whenever the Sculpting Steel goes to the graveyard from play, I can have target opponent lose 1 life, and I would, because that's kind of the infinite fuck you guys, I'm tired of this game combo. And it ends the game. Just like a Gatling gun. The thing is, okay, so Sharuum is an Oscrucian deck. But I was talking to Cube, and you know, things have really sped up. Our games have got faster again. They've picked up the pace, the power level of the cards has increased, and Sharuum has not really had any. The newest card in Sharuum is from 2022, I think, and that's one of the Ursas. So she's had no changes for 3 years. But power has crept up across the board since then. So what I'm going to do is I'll take out Disciple of the Vault, because it's just too oppressive. 3-card combo when I can search for one of the pieces, the Sculpting Steel, when the other piece of the 3, one of them is in my command zone, and all I have to do is find this Disciple of the Vault. It's not that hard to pull off. So I'm going to take out Disciple of the Vault, put in Lodestone Golem, 4 mana, 5/3. Not artifact spells cost 1 more to cast. Huh, well, in an artifact deck, I shouldn't be hit by that too much. And what we're going to do is we're going to discover if Sharuum is still too oppressive for Prog. The reason we're doing this is because my SIG deck, my discard deck, nobody likes playing against it. I like playing it. I like playing it a lot. I think it's fucking hilarious. I can understand why the other lads don't, because I wouldn't want to play that shit against me. But what we'll do, see if Sharuum, without the Disciple of the Vault, she still has an infinite 4-card combo, but that's really hard to pull off. I've only done it once. And see if Sharuum should become a Prog deck, and Sig, I should make it even worse than he is and make him an Oscrucian deck. So that's the experiment we're going to run tonight. Why do I have this shit? Why do I have Propaganda Sleep and Archaeomancer, you might ask? Well, our one rare deck experiment was actually more fun than I remembered. It was more fun than the last time I tried it with a different group. So I did realize I need to make some changes. I definitely want Propaganda in there. I probably want Sleep in there. So I'm going to take out a few cards. I'm going to take out Wild Swing because it really doesn't do that much. I'm going to take out... Let's see, what am I going to take out? Sunken Field, it doesn't do that much. I mean, I love the art on the card. I think it's a beautiful card. I've got a foil copy. The effect is interesting, but after a couple turns, everybody can just pay the one. It's only once per turn. If I can untap my lands every turn if I had Seedborn Muse, it'd be a lot better, but I don't, so it's not. What am I going to take out for the other card? Is there anything else that I saw wasn't really working that well? Let's see. King Crab is only good if somebody's playing green. Cube is playing a mono red deck for his one rare deck. I don't know what the other lads are building. I don't know if I should keep King Crab in or not. And this guy, he doesn't trigger that often, but he's a 3-mana 2/2, so he can stay. Yeah, just in case somebody is playing green, hibernation, baby. So what should I take? Should I take her out? So she costs 3, 1/1. I can counterspell if the caster does not pay an additional 1, only as an interrupt. I think I should just take that out. I don't think it's really going to help that much. So, Archaeomancer. Does it help me, actually, now that I think about it? Do I have that many instants and sorceries? Wouldn't mind getting that back. Return target creature and opponent controls owner's hand. Yep. That can be helpful to get back. Cinderclasm can be helpful to get back. Hibernation if they're playing green. I'm suddenly realizing I do not have any real reason to play the Archaeomancer. Okay. Alright, well, let's take out the other cards. So we'll take out Sunken Field, and we'll put in Sleep, because Cube's Goblin Rush deck is just too fast and overwhelms me, so I need more ways to knock it down a peg. And I say Cube's Goblin deck because I don't know if the other lads have finished theirs, or it's already propaganda. Okay, you've got a lot of goblins. You've got to pay 2 more for each one that attacks me, and you're playing a color that really can't get rid of enchantments, so I should be safe. Now the thing about it is I put Washout in here. I didn't see it, so I probably should. Nope, there's no Washout there. Hibernation, Curiosity, Illusory, tap all creatures at instant speed. So there is no Washout. Do I have one? So this is the extra cards that I still need to put away. All this. The other shit, that's tokens and shit. There's a Harmonic Prodigy that it needs to go into Nekazar. There's the Prismatic Vista that needs to go into Kenrith. I'm fucking behind on my deck modifications, really behind. I just need time to sit down and do all this. So let's see, do I have my extra... no. No, I don't. I don't have the Washout here. Stony, Lost, Lev, This, Long, Day, Misk, Copy, Omni, Counter, Spell, Arcane, Memory, Dalikos, Insight, Long, Kiga, Dasa, Evacuation. So where the hell did I put the Washout? Great, now I need to separate this again. Do I have the Washout up here? No, I do not. Therefore, it must be in my binder. A good place for it, indeed. Or I put it into another deck and I don't actually have a copy extra. So, instead of boring you lads, I will take out the Vidalian Mage for Washout if I have one in my binder. If I don't, I'll find something else. Anyway, let's get this posted. And let's get on to the games for tonight.